So I just received my SupaBrake 3 controller here, which I'm about to install on my 2022 Triumph Bobber. When I contacted these folks, I found a suggestion for them. They're from, how well you can see this, Vizi-tech.com, and it's the SupaBrake 3. I actually ordered the SupaBrake 2, but whenever they sent me an email and said, hey, we don't have the, this is a fairly new bike, we're not sure if the connections and all are the same and what we expected them to be, so could you help us out with taking some pictures and whatnot, and then we could try to see if we had the connectors in stock for it and all of that to get it and wire it up the right way with the connectors already on it so that they could send it out to me. So the guy there was awesome, super friendly to talk to, so really seemed to be pretty knowledgeable, sent me the manuals and all for it already. So they gave me a little discount for that because they had to go through that process, and they upgraded me to the SupaBrake 3 instead of the SupaBrake 2, which I thought was pretty cool. This one apparently has something like 108,000 different profiles you can use. I'm hoping it's not a little too complicated for me. I'm a firmware engineer by trade, but sometimes I can not see the forest for the trees. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm gonna stop the video for a little bit. I'm gonna open up the battery box, which is where all these connections are at on this particular bike. I'm gonna pull the battery. I'm going to see if I can just get some shots here in a minute of what all that looks like in there and how it connects. I'm a little worried I'm not going to be able to fit this in the battery box because I already have a charge connector in there that the dealership put on for me, and last time I pulled it out it was pretty tight, but we'll find a way. We'll find a way to make it work. So I will update in a moment and just how this went. Alright, so I took the battery out just now. One of the things you can see that I did here is I have put a cloth down on top of the pipes because when you pull the battery out, it kind of wants to rest right here on the pipe. So you have to be careful about that. I did ride earlier today, and so I had to make sure that my pipes were absolutely cool to the touch, because sometimes if you put a towel like this on your pipes while they're hot, you can melt the plastic onto the pipes and then you'll have a heck of a mess. I haven't done that, but I know people who have, so just be careful with that. And so see if I can get this camera in here to show. Connectors are going to be up in this area, and they can be a little bit of a chore to get to, but we'll see if I can reach in here and find them. There we go. This is the connector. Focus. And so what I have to do now is get this apart, and there's a little pin in here you can push with a little screwdriver on, like most of these connectors, and it should come right out. I don't really have two hands to do that on camera, but I will do it in just a second. Let's see if I can zoom in. There you go. You can see what the connector looks like. So give me a moment to try to get this disconnected and get the brake controller connected, and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so I just connected it. This is the end that goes back to the rear fender here and runs up this, apologize for the camera, goes up this channel here and goes to the lights in the back. And then this end down here is what goes to the bike. So, and this runs, it's kind of hard to see with, especially with my charger here, but it goes under this way, and then the little wires right in here. Anyway, so this is connected. That's how it goes. It is going to be a little bit of a challenge to get this to find a nice place to hide in here to where everything's all neat and tidy. But I'll have to work on that sort of off camera. For now, what I'm going to try to do is get the battery sort of temporarily hooked up such a way that I can test out whether or not it functions, and then I'll demonstrate that if I can get it working. So back in a minute. Alright, I got the battery box here back together like it was, and I'm about to start it up and see how it does, make sure everything's functioning. I'm not going to fire the bike off right now. If you hear a little thunder, it's a thunderstorm outside as usual, but I am at least going to turn the key on and make sure that everything actually lights up like it's supposed to and everything still functions. So I did a little look at the wires and they all look good to me, so I don't foresee any issues. All right, bike is on. Tail light is on as expected. The tag light is on. Go ahead and hit a blinker. That blinker works. That blinker works. And let's see if we get any flashes. Okay. So the way this thing is supposed to work is that, and I apologize, it's going to be difficult for me to get any good shots here, but if you wait a while, it will flash longer. So let's see if I can hold the camera and get my foot to the brake here. Since we've been waiting a little bit, it should get a couple of little flashes. And there it goes. And you let go. Now if I press it right away again, now it's just a normal brake light. So if you're in stop and go traffic, it doesn't just strobe every single time. Helps, maybe not draw attention you don't want. So that's kind of neat. I don't know, I think I'd be okay with it flashing pretty much every time and then just holding steady, maybe just shorter pulses whenever you stop. But it has several profiles, and in this video I'm not going to cover how to set up the different profiles and whatnot. I'm just going to cover what I've talked about, the install, that kind of thing, and the basic concept of how it works. And then later on, I'll try to do another video on actually programming it and what that looks like. But pretty happy with this so far. Let's see if I can get a little bit longer flash now. There you go. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Again, I'll try to do some programming of it later. I need to button up putting the panels back on and all, and test fire up the bike, make sure everything still functions with it running. But yeah, I don't foresee any problems. Pretty happy with this. So see if I can find it's from Bernard. He doesn't have the website here, but it's Vizi-tech.com. And yeah, he was great to talk to. He helped, he was really quick about getting the information. Really, I tried to be quick about getting him the connectors that he needed just so he could turn around and get it to me quicker. Like I said, he gave me a little discount because we had to go through that process. Got the thing turned around and shipped to me quickly. The normal price on these is, I think it was like $115 or something like that. So that's not bad. And, I hope that somebody sees the video and decides it's something they like. Obviously, I need to do some more work and programming to do another video at some point, just so you can see what that process looks like. But yeah, if anybody has any questions, let me know. And I will try to link the website for those folks in the description. Have a good one.